All right, so on this breakout, is this a design play that you guys normally run, or is this just something that happened off the fly?
Yeah, so as number 19 carries a puck up the wall, he kind of creates some space for me in the middle. So when he moves that puck to me, I have a bit of open ice, and same with number 13, Sean Olson. He's cut into the middle, bringing those D back, which gives me a little bit of room. And then from there, I cross the blue line. Alex takes a hit. I get the puck and try and take it to the net there.
Now, is that just in this situation? Is this just like a speed, like I'm faster than you and I'm going to beat you one on one?
Well, I see the D man kind of steps up and tries to poke at the puck, so that's why I make that move to the outside on my backhand, and then I notice I have a little bit of room, but keep it on my backhand until the last second and try and move the goalie by going right to my forehand, and I think I shot it a few feet off the ice on the blocker side. What's interesting about this goalie here though is he's a right-handed catcher, which is a lot rare than obviously left-handed catchers. So uh, sometimes that shot might not work if the goalie's the other hand.
So is that something you guys take in account when you're shooting and which side you decide to attack on?
So I think for that it's more reactionary. Like I think unless it's a big playoff game or something we really have to study into, we're not really going to be checking the goalie's hands. But just kind of when you're coming down on the wall there, you see maybe a little bit more of an opening because of that right-handed catcher.
So when Sean Olson's coming up the middle, is that just like you mentioned, he draws the D-men into the middle? Is that just high IQ on his part, or is that more of like a designed type of run that you guys do?
So at first he's a little bit ahead of the play, which is just because we broke the puck out and Freeze had to skate up. But then he has to stop up at the blue line, which I think actually interferes with their guys a bit. He makes sure that D has to sink back to respect the speed that we have coming through the neutral zone, and that allows me to get some space. And Freeze goes to the middle of the ice and takes that hit there, and gives me even a little bit more time.
You know, for being 6'9", you're really fast
Uh,
on the skates.
I think I was pretty lucky my first year. No one really expected me to have any speed, and then as I kind of progressed through my career, they kind of started figuring it out. But I still try and work on that kind of speed and driving to the net in practice, just because I can use my size to my advantage in that situation.
Yeah. Do you think having the I guess obviously since you're taller, do you think having the longer legs helps with your pushing your skate when you're skating?
Yeah, so it kind of works for me and against me. Like long strides help after you get up to speed, but I'm a big body, so it takes a lot of energy to get moving quick. So once I get
Yeah.
up to
So
speed, I'm all right, but kind of off the line, I'm not one of the faster players in the league, I guess.
yeah. So that means short shifts also.
Yeah, short shifts.
Yeah, short shifts.
Yeah.
So can you explain the move that you used on this defender to kind of set up this shot?
Yeah, so Connor Logan's driving the middle of the net, number 16 for blue for us. And he kind of creates a little space, and you can actually see it's really subtle. He lifts the guy's stick. If he doesn't lift that stick, he might be able to get a piece of it, and that shot might not go in. Um, but yeah, I kind of see that I have a little bit of space. I'm on my strong side there on my forehand, so I can shoot the puck from the middle. If I'm on the right wing there, I wouldn't be able to shoot it from the middle. I have kind of a tougher angle. So recognizing that I have a better angle when I go to the middle of the ice, I'm able to try and get that shot off and use that defender as a screen. And hopefully the goalie didn't see it come off my stick. And like I said, Logs is driving to the net, takes that guy's stick, and luckily I get it over the goalie's glove there.
Yeah, that's just good hockey IQ on Connor Logan's part, or do you think that was that designed at all?
Yeah, so we work on entries a lot, like 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, that kind of stuff. Usually, usually the guy in Logue's positions drives the net exactly like he did, and then just kind of the intuition to be able to lift that stick, take him out of the play almost completely, uh, is just smart on Logue's part there.
From the angle we have here, it looks like you can't even really see the net through that defender. Like, is it just muscle memory, or do we just have a bad angle of it?
Yeah, so I think most hockey players would say the same. Like you've been playing on the pretty much same ice surface your whole life. You kind of know where the net is. you kind of get an idea for where you want to shoot just from practicing so much and practicing every day during the week. And then when it comes to game time, hopefully it's just instinct and you get lucky on trying to put it where you want. Luckily, I kind of get it in the corner there over the goalie's glove. So
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, that the trapper side is even harder when it's on the left. So it's
yeah, so
an
this
impressive
guy's a
shot.
normal goalie. He's catching with his left hand, so I kind of know. Well, yeah, it'd be a lot harder to shoot short side anyways
Mhm.
because that's a tougher angle. So going to the far side there gives me a little bit more space and room to work with.
Not only did you score this goal against Lakehead, you also scored another one, and the team overall you won 8-1. Did that put you in good favor with Coach Hamlin? And did you guys maybe not have to do any conditioning that week, or is it same old, same old?
Well, anytime you can help the team out and get a big win like that against Lakehead in our division, it's always a bonus. But um, I think when you have big games like that, big wins, you kind of just want to stick to the game plan. So do whatever you did the week before. So hopefully you can repeat that kind of performance.
So your team is really well known for having some pretty great celebrations after you guys score. Do you think that's a testament to your team culture? And does Coach Hamlin help build that at all, or emphasize any part of that?
Yeah, I think we just had a lot of guys that get excited to score, and like I said before, whatever you can do to help the team is just a bonus. So when you finally do put one in the net, it's just a rush of emotion. You throw the hands up, do whatever, and feels pretty good after that.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. I mean, any goal is good, but when you have eight of
Yeah,
them in one game, it's got to be really good.
yeah. And then I guess you kind of slow down after you're up 4 or 5 goals. You don't really need to be selling so much. Kind of take it
Yeah,
easy a little bit, I guess.
you're like, all right, I've been here, done that. This is
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
Move on.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure. So you're obviously one of the taller, and I mean, if not the tallest player on the ice. Does that give you any sort of advantage or disadvantage when you're taking faceoffs?
So with face-offs, I kind of have two philosophies for it. I can either try and go quick and win it back quickly, or I can try and use my strength and my leverage as a tall guy to try and win that battle, or even just tie up the centerman. Hopefully, my wingers can come in and help me out. But yeah, on this one here, I kind of win it quick back. I have to chop out a little bit, and it goes back to Dundee.
So for those of us like myself who have never played hockey, can you explain why you use a backhanded grip when taking them?
Yeah, so it just gives you a little bit more strength on your stick. You kind of have a little bit more leverage. I've played games where sometimes I'll take face-offs the same way, like with my hand over if I'm trying to push it through or whack it to the wall or something. But
Mhm.
yeah, that hand over, most players use that. I think you can even see the other centerman's using it too.
Mhm.
Just gives you a little bit more strength and grip on your stick, and you can kind of whip that puck back with that extra leverage.
Yeah. Will you ever change it based on where you want the puck to go?
Yeah, so in this clip here, if I wanted to go to my left side, go my left winger there, or even or go to the net, I would try and go on my forehand. So I'd flip that hand over, and as soon as the puck's dropped, I would either try and whack it to the middle or try and put it on net. In the offensive zone, that'd be your other only two options. So you can go backhand with your hand over, or like I said, forehand towards the net. Um, in the D zone, same thing. Like if I want to go towards the wall, because you never want to win a face off towards the net, I just flip my hand over and try and win it right to the wall instead of trying to win it towards the net.
So if you see the opponent has a forehand grip on his thing, does that change the way you'll play the puck drop?
Yeah. So kind of about that is when you're the home team, you get to put your stick down last. So when I see that the guy on Laurier puts his stick down, I kind of look to see where his hands are, so I can kind of try and tell where he's going to win the puck, and that way I can hopefully be able to determine how he's going to play his stick. So from that, I can try and leverage it against them and win it back cleaner.
So in this situation, is your only goal to win the faceoff, or do you have to get to a certain spot once you've knocked it back to your player?
Um, so this was a long time ago, this clip, but from what I can remember, almost every play the center goes to the net after the draw. So there Dundee's lined up pretty much behind me, which is a set play. He should typically the forwards right against their D man on the hash marks there. But
Mhm.
since it's a set play, he's right behind me, and I guess I think that's Wesley in front of the net. We both were saying get to the net. I'll try and win it back, and hopefully Dundee can get a shot off.
So for any face-off, do you guys have certain plays called to get it to specific players, or are you just worried about getting possession of the puck and you kind of figure it out from there?
Yeah, so first priority is definitely getting the puck. Luckily, I win this one kind of clean, so the wingers don't need to help me out. But if it's ever like a 50-50 puck or a little bit of a battle, your wingers come in and try and help you out and help you win it back. And then from there, we have a set play, whatever we call on that face off. So there's different plays for whatever zone you're in, whatever position the face off is. So this one's offensive zone. There's obviously different plays in the neutral zone and in the D zone, just depending on how you want to get the puck out and what you think will be best in that situation.
So you yourself, when you're taking this and when you're, looking with your eyes, are you only focusing on that puck, or do you have to be aware of the defender's stick, also trying to get at it?
So, like I said, you look at the guy's stick beforehand, see how he's lined up. So I see he's trying to win it towards the net or try and win it straight back. So I know I can hopefully beat him with a little bit of speed and just kind of chop at it, use my strength a little bit. From there, I start looking at the ref's hand just so I can hopefully time my reaction, start moving my stick as soon as the puck hits the ice and be able to swipe it back.
So to end things off, what's one piece of advice you would give to an incoming Lancer rookie?
I would say make the most out of your opportunities. It's cliche, obviously, but uh, I was kind of on the bubble, I guess, coming into my first year, and I just got a good chance to play and just tried to make the most of it. I would also say do something every day to get a little bit better. Um, we have great resources here. Obviously, the coaching staff helped me pretty much every practice, whether it was like tipping pucks or working on draws and stuff. They're always open to players who want to learn and try and develop their game.
Well, we're really happy that you took advantage of your opportunities. So, Ian, I just want to thank you again for coming on. I had a great time with you, and this was very insightful. And hopefully, we'll be back on the ice soon. And you take care and good luck with everything.
Yeah, thanks, Connor. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Take care.